everybody, regardless of your skin type, your skin conditions, skin tone, whatever it is, you can all follow this 3-step routine. I know if you're on social media and you're watching videos, people have like a bajillion steps. You don't need all of that. And if anything, for some people, doing too much with their skincare routine might just lead to more irritation. So I would say start here. Find a great cleanser that you love that does not dry your skin. The function of a cleanser or a face wash is to be removing dirt, dust, excess oil, sunscreen, and even makeup so that whatever you put on after you wash your face will properly penetrate the skin. You want to actually gently lather your cleanser for about a minute. I think a mistake I see a lot of people do is like put on the cleanser for like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds, and then wash it off right away. When you do that, you're not properly applying that friction that helps to break down all the stuff on the surface of your skin. And especially if you're using a cleanser that, let's say, it's supposed to treat acne, for example, leaving it on for a minute is actually good. It gives the ingredient time to be delivered to the skin. Cleansing at night, at the end of the day, we should all be doing that because we don't know what's been on our face. We don't know where we've been. But in the morning, if you have really, really dry skin, you might find that washing your face twice a day is a little too much. So that's something you want to kind of figure out over time. And then we want to do a moisturizer. Even if your skin is oily, you do need a moisturizer. When we wash our face, yes, it gets rid of the impurities, but it also gets rid of the oils that we produce that protect our skin. That's why a moisturizer is going to basically restore all those ceramides, fatty acids, and cholesterol that we need to make up our skin barrier, which is basically the first layer of skin that protects us from external elements. Moisturizer will also soften your skin and it'll reduce water loss because we do lose water. If you've ever been in a room that is super cold, AC is on all day, and normally you're not dry, but you feel dry, that's because you're losing water to your environment. So moisturizer helps to reduce that or at least like slow it down. And the last step that everyone hates for me to talk about is sunscreen. If you're spending all this time and money and energy on your basic skincare routine, but you don't want to slap on some sunscreen before you step out or before you work next to a window all day, you're taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Just because the UV damage we get from sun can actually exacerbate or cause a lot of skin concerns to come up for us. And a lot of times we don't see those effects until years down the line. So make sure you put on that sunscreen. That's your insurance for the vehicle that is your skincare. And of course, sunscreen is not just a cosmetic product. It's actually treated like a drug because its function is to reduce the chances of skin cancer. If you have lighter skin, especially if you live in an environment that gets a lot of sun, that is always a risk, especially if you're using products that might make your skin more sensitive to the sun. You want to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours, which, full disclaimer, even though I know better, sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I don't. But as long as you do it in the morning at least one time, we're not shooting for perfection. We just want to try to be consistent and try to just be mindful that if we are going to spend all day outside, we definitely want to take our sunscreen with us. And that little picture with the 2 fingers, that's the amount of sunscreen we're supposed to be using on our face and neck every time we apply it. So even when we reapply.